Before the year 2018, very little was known about the sport of bobsleigh in Nigeria. No one was involved in it. There was no governing body for it in the country. It simply did not exist. But all of that has now changed, and it's all thanks to these three young women who became the first Nigerians and Africans to take part in the sport at the Winter Olympics in PyeongChang, flying the flag of Nigeria.
Forever, I will always remember walking into the opening ceremonies for the first time ever as a country representing Nigeria and Africa, waving that flag with all the pride that we had achieved something that no one else had ever done and raised our country to a level of respect that will never be taken away.
3 years on, Seun Adigun, who used to be a 100-meter hurdler and single-handedly started the process to get Nigeria and Africa's first representation in bobsleigh at the Winter Olympics, is now spearheading the country's effort to make a second appearance at the Winter Games.
Right now we have an active 11 athletes who we are looking to try and qualify for the Olympics. The actual Olympic announcement of who qualifies doesn't come out from the organization until January, because that's when all of the qualifying races will be complete. But right now we actually have a much larger group, actually almost 3 times the size of the group that we qualified with in 2018 are who we are trying to actually take to the Olympics this time around.
Adigun will not be competing this time around, as she would be directing affairs from the technical bench. If she and her team are eventually able to take the 11 athletes to the Winter Games in Beijing, it would be another remarkable achievement for a country and a continent with no facilities for winter sports.
You can't count us out of anything. They didn't think we were going to qualify in 2018, and we qualified 4 athletes, so anything is possible. With respect to the actual difficulty of the sports, it's going to be a challenge, and these athletes are very determined to do it. So I believe in them just as much as they believe in themselves, and I believe that we will have a showing at the Winter Olympics in 2022 for Nigeria as well.
Adigun and her teammates may not have made the medal podium in 2018. She says nothing can be ruled out in 2022.
But sky is the limit. Again, they're faced with a different level of challenges that we were faced with. And at the end of the day, you never know what's possible. Honestly, they could medal. You just never know.
And for the future of the sport and the continent,
I really envision this sport as something that can grow in the continent, because we have a lot of talent in our country as well as on the continent of Africa. And there are just so many ways that we can develop ourselves, that we can create more activities, create more competitive environments and events for our athletes that surround the sport of skeleton and bobsled. So I definitely see this sport getting ready to grow.